Okay, so Sprigg passed away Sunday morning. Kind of had a plan of something to say, but now it's all gone. Sprigg passed away Sunday morning, and we've given him a proper burial here next to the tree in our backyard, in the middle of what is going to eventually be my mother's garden. I'm sad. Today has not been a very good day. Don't bite me. I don't know what to say now. Sprigg was my grumpy fluffer, who was my sweet boy. He'd come up and lick my nose. He'd lick anybody's nose. If you stuck your nose between the bars, he'd come up and sometimes he would lick your nose. It was very cute. He was grumpy when you opened up his cage. He did not like being handled at all. But he was sweet when his cage door was closed. I'm gonna miss him. I feel responsible, I feel bad. But it's too late now. He was a good boy. He was a sweet boy. I remember when I first got him. When I had walked into the Humane Society, we had actually gone. They were having an event of free adoptions for ready pets. We were actually going to find a puppy for Gunner. And I don't know, I just had this thought that if they had a rabbit with long fur, like an Angora, then maybe I'd get it. And lo and behold, there was Sprigg. A long-furred rabbit, because I had been wanting to learn how to take care of an Angora. Well, I figured maybe starting with a smaller rabbit would work best. And apparently he was very shy. And when I pulled him out and started petting him and talking to one of my friends who also volunteered at the Humane Society at the time, we talked a little bit, and then I put him back to go check on my family. And when I came back, my friend said, he laid down in front of the cage door. He never does that. And so I took him home. This was back when we lived in Newton, so it was kind of on the spur of a moment thing. I wasn't really super prepared to have an indoor long-furred rabbit, so I did some more research. And he started out in that little blue bottom cage that I had, that I got from the next door neighbors when they moved or something. And he started in there, and he just seemed to kind of relax at the house, like he knew that was his, and that's where he was gonna stay. And so I did some research online, and I bought him a new cage, the cage that he was currently in, the bigger black one. And he seemed to love that cage. He really liked being in his cage. He didn't really like being out of it. And, you know, he'd bink around in there and he'd have fun. And I like that cage. It's a good cage. Good, nice and sturdy. The only issue I ever had with it was that the pan was too shallow. And I had plans to rectify that when I had the opportunity to get all the materials that I needed. I had plans for that, and even though Sprigg will never be able to use it now, I'm still going to go for it. I'm going to build that cage. I'm going to build that. So, he was a good boy. And he'll be jumping in our fields and gardens and whatever there is up in heaven. And I just hope he knows that, well, maybe I wasn't the most superb mommy. And I did care about him. And I will miss him. But I know that he's going to be well looked after in heaven, and someday I'll be able to see him again. I learned a lot from taking care of him. I wish I had been a little bit better. I think I could have done a little bit more learning. I think I'm going to keep the cage and I'm going to build it to what I wanted to build for him. It might be a little bit before I adopt another pet rabbit like that. And it will certainly be from a shelter or a rescue. For sure. It might be a little bit till I get that all set up the way I wanted it to be for him. I'm gonna miss him. He was a sweet boy, for the most part. He was fun. I liked him. Let Sprigg rest in peace and be, not quite the cornerstone of the garden, but maybe he'll look after the garden when my mom makes it, and he'll help nourish it and maybe bring it luck. So in other news, I will be starting my new job sometime next week. I will be keeping my Sonic job for a little while longer while I start this new part-time job at, don't bite me, at a pig farm. So that'll be an experience. So I might be a little bit busier for a while with a little less free time, but I'm still going to update every Monday, and with the extra income, and hopefully with some other things, like the weather warming up and stuff, I'll be able to do some more moving forward and upgrading and stuff like that. I have a couple of new ideas. I just need to find all the materials to be able to start them. And yeah, that's really all I can think of. I'll just mourn a little bit and then move on to keep improving what I have to do better. Sorry, this is kind of a sad update, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week.